as somebody who never really uses machines, I found today quite fun and quite interesting. It was a very different day for me. I didn't do any sort of compound or functional movement. It was literally strictly just isolating the quads and the hamstrings, and not too like a significant like intensity. It wasn't like no bodybuilding session, even though it was very isolated. It wasn't like that. It was very, whilst I worked up to heavy reps, maxing out the machines in some instances, it was very much a blood work session, and it was quite nice. I kind of enjoyed it. Like, I kind of enjoyed the feeling of having my upper leg feel like it was full of blood, because I started off with some like serious incline walk, where I just maxed out the incline on the treadmill and really focused on my stride pattern, my gait, and the way in which I was walking, having been influenced by Move Your DNA. Because the author talks about how our Achilles and soleus and calf, just our entire calf complex, has been shortened by modern day footwear and wearing shoes that have a heel elevation. And she was talking about one of the ways that you can naturally go about fixing that is through incline walking, but not incline walking on your toes uphill, preferably incline walking on like rugged terrain, but not just walking uphill on your toes, leaning forward and putting your weight forward. Nah, it was keeping your shoulders and your hips, knees, everything stacked on top of each other as it should be when you're walking, and focusing on keeping your heel down each step you take. And holy shit, did it pump the fuck out of my calves. It was to the point where I couldn't finish the 10 minutes. It was that bad. Like, my calves were like literally in agony. It was a really nice experience. As weird as that may sound, it was really, really nice. I then did some Nordics. They felt okay. I haven't been working on them much recently, but they felt alright. I mean, it was what it was. And then literally all I did was just a load of sets and a fair few reps on the hamstring curl machine and the quad extension. And I completely forgot to record the hamstring curl machine, annoyingly. But I managed to record the majority of the quad extension. I followed it up by a stretch, and it felt really good. Like, I did some adductor machine as well. I did some adductor machine, really heavy, really wide, strong amount of reps, and then ended it off with the stretch. Like, it felt really nice. I felt really strong in the stretch, and it's got me thinking about how maybe I should start to include a little bit more of this blood type work, because I'm not, because of the way that I choose to do and use the machines, like, it will never really result in like hypertrophy gains for me. So maybe I should finish my sessions off with a little bit more blood work than I usually do. It's definitely food for thought, and it's definitely got me thinking today, which is nice. I like the days like this where I have no idea what I want to do. I'm not inspired to do anything, and I just do some random shit, because it always ends up leaving me with something new, I guess you could say. So definitely gonna take some serious notes on today's session, and yeah, give it a lot of thought and try and add some more of this kind of shit to my workouts, because I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm curious, how often do you guys do like isolate and work, and how often relative to your compounds? Because of the way that I train, I'd imagine most people who watch me are more interested in compound lifts and functional stuff. That's just an assumption. I don't know much about you guys, so let me know in the comments below, because I'm genuinely curious as to whether it helps in your experience or not. I'll see you tomorrow.